Ndidi does really well to win the ball there. Moved on forwards. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Calmly anticipates. A heavy challenge. Burgess. Irankunda. Burgess. And that is a little undercooked. And it's played forward. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Burgess. Irankunda. That's really well manoeuvred. Bassi. Aim forwards. Burgess. That's really well manoeuvred. Osei Samuel cuts out the pass. Bassi. And here's Osimhen, Chukwueze, and it's Osei Samuel. Chance! Good movement there, but not the best of finishes.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending. Nigeria really aren't messing about here, are they? The way they've started with such great intensity.
Bassi. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Iwobi. Clearly not happy with that. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And they've got rid. Ndidi. Big chance! And that has sent him sprawling. Osei Samuel's cross. Irankunda. Could be danger here. Ball's being played in here nice and early.
Yeah, that'll be a test for that defence, but I'd like my players to keep mixing it up if I was in that position, you know, and not become predictable. They've got to avoid that.
Australia, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Great run on the overlap here. Lovely feet. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Aimed in towards the centre. Corner given. Osei Samuel clears it away. Some good work on the right flank here. Nice physical challenge. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Chukwueze, hit into the middle, gets good distance on it.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Chukwueze clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really unconvincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Iwobi. Udidi. Bassi. Bassi, gently done. Burgess. Burgess. Moved on forwards. Irankunda. Irankunda looking to get on the end of this. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Oh, he's got a... and the finish! And that has been clubbed away. A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Oh, what a chance. And after doing all the hard work as well, he'll be kicking himself here.
Irankunda, and the shot! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
And it's played forward. Bassi. Oh, there's a probing ball. And here's Osimhen. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Burgess. Aim forwards. Irankunda wins the duel this time. Osimhen. Osimhen. Spread out to the left. Produces a cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that's been won straight back. And here's Osimhen. They've played it short. And here's Iwobi. Oh, sweet feet. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Referee's given a throw. That's good play. Looking for a decent ball in. Brilliantly cut out. And it's Ndidi. Iwobi. Oh, cracking ball. Can he finish? There it is! And Nigeria are ahead. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, for me, you can't fault the keeper there. The effort went in at the widest possible point off the upright. Nothing he could do.
Nigeria have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Ndidi. Iwobi. Bassi. Bassi, gently done. Moved on forwards. No way through there. Killer here.
I would have to say the Nigerian striker, Victor Osimhen. I think he's someone who can be a target man and a poacher all in one, Peter. I think he's very good with his back to goal. He has a lovely first touch. And at the same time, he's got the pace to run behind defensive lines. And it's very difficult to see any weaknesses in his game. The complete package.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Can he deliver? That's good play. Up he goes! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Australia, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
It's a promising position. Plenty waiting in the middle. Moved on forwards. Looking to break at pace. Osimhen. Chukwueze. Now it's Osimhen. Oh, that's nice. There will be a throw-in. Oh, what a climb! Another fruitless header.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery.
Australia have got it back and they'll have another go. Osai Samuel. Iwobi. Chukwueze. And here's Osimhen. Shoots! Oh my word, that is quite something! He's got himself an absolute peach.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Nigeria break through nice and early, just as they wanted it. Aim forwards. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Iwobi, gently done. Danger averted for now. Irankunda. Clearly not happy with that. Ndidi. Chukwueze. And it's played forward. Chukwueze. Osai Samuel. Chukwueze. That's really well cleared. And that's really well manoeuvred. That has been knocked clear.
Nigeria clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Great run on the overlap here. Deflected behind for a corner kick. They've played it short. He's on it, can he get away? Succumbs to the pressure. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Ball's being played in here nice and early.
Yeah, that'll be a test for that defence, but I'd like my players to keep mixing it up if I was in that position, you know, and not become predictable. They've got to avoid that.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. That's a fabulous ball. He's had a shot! And it's been taken short. Oh, sweet feet. So who's he picking out? Turns and goes back. Looking here to chip it through. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Burgess. Plays it out wide. Irankunda in acres of space out wide. And he's there to clear it. Burgess. Purring through the gears. No, that's too long. Moved on forwards. Osai Samuel. Ndidi. Bassi. Aim forwards. And here's Osimhen. And he cuts out the supply. Osei Samuel. Osimhen is onto it in a flash. And here's Osimhen. Now then, the ball's come loose. And that has been knocked clear. And here's Osimhen. And he's there to clear it.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Over to the left. He can get that clear. Ball's gone out of play. Oh, that's neat. And it's hoisted clear. And it's played forward. Osei Samuel. Chukwueze. Osei Samuel. Up towards the front line. Oh, nicely intercepted. Moved on forwards. Ndidi. And it's played forward. Iwobi. And it's Osei Samuel. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Iwobi. And here's Osimhen! And that's off target. Bassi. Showing good feet. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, there's a probing ball. That's really well manoeuvred. It's run loose here. Time to deliver. Decent chance! Oh, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Look, we've all been there. Nothing will make him feel much better at the moment.
Now it's Osimhen. Osimhen! They've done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Nigeria are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Burgess. Irankunda. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, if you dwell on it for that long, that's what happens.
Iwobi, that's an imaginative pass. Aim forwards. Moved on forwards. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Ndidi. Irankunda. Australia, time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Knocks it out wide. That's a nicely weighted pass. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Clears it away. Gets good distance on it. Muscular approach does pay off here. Shapes to shoot! A real chance and a real let-off. Irankunda. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. It's come through, and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Australia have themselves a chance from the spot. Well, they can protest all they want, but a shake of the head is all they're going to get.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
And that's one back! Not a twitch, not a blink.
A picture of confidence, that was never missing.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Irankunda. Burgess. Irankunda. Burgess. And that's really well manoeuvred. Irankunda. He's in plenty of space here. Osei Samuel tries to clear. Ndidi. Bassi. Ndidi. Iwobi. Ndidi. And it's played forward. And the pass is intercepted. And there's the end of the first half. Leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Australia can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Irankunda. Now it's Osimhen. Great defending, strong and determined. Burgess. Played out to the right. Irankunda's cross. Defending of the desperate variety. Ndidi. Iwobi. Chukwueze. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Iwobi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Iwobi. Osimhen. And he's searching through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Burgess. Played towards the front line. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Bassi. Bassi forwards and with intent. Irankunda. Irankunda making good progress on the right-hand side. Iwobi looking to add to his goal. Ndidi. And here's Osimhen. Chukwueze. Osei Samuel picks it up now. Here's the header! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Ndidi. Osei Samuel. And here's Osimhen. And that's surely a foul, free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. A finish right from the top draw. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Keeper's got good distance on that. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Burgess. Moved on forwards. Irankunda. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Iwobi.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Now it's Chukwueze. Decent chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Ndidi. Oh, shooting chance! And he's there to clear it. Osai's real chance! Fair effort, he reacted well.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Irankunda. Burgess. Clears it away. In comes the corner. Keeper has taken decisive action. Ndidi does really well to win the ball there.
Nigeria are more than happy to defend deep now. They've decided that it's not worth taking any more risks.
Nigeria have somehow to break through, though. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Iwobi has a look and plays it forward. Cleared away. And it's played forward. Dinks one through. Nicely worked. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Ndidi. That's really well manoeuvred. That's the throw.
Osai Samuel, Chukwueze. And here's Chukwueze.
Wins the duel this time. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Burgess. Oh, good spread. Irankunda, now he's off and running. Lovely bit of skill. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, smashing header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
And he has been fouled there. And he shoots! It's in! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Australia get themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Bassi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Burgess. Out to the right. Irankunda. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Irankunda opts to play it back. There are a few waiting for it. And he's heaved it away. Great defending, strong and determined. Nice control. Oh, the ball's come loose here. A lot of space ahead of him. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Chukwueze. Iwobi.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Played out to the right. Irankunda is onto it in a flash.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Osimhen. Ndidi. Osai Samuel. Aim forwards. Chukwueze.
Half an hour gone in the second half.
Chukwueze.
Nigeria surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And here's Chukwueze.
Ndidi played out towards the right wing. He is just caressing the ball. And it's Iwobi.
Ndidi.
Oh, good spread. Now it's Osimhen. And the shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Australia have reclaimed it. Great chance! Should have equalised.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Spread out to the left.
Australia really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Chukwueze shifted upfield. Chukwueze does really well to win the ball there. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And he's there to get it away. Irankunda.
Australia really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
That's a lovely, neat pass.
Ndidi. Bassi.
Iwobi. That's really well manoeuvred. Osimhen.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Moved on forwards.
Bassi.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Osimhen looks to get on the end of this.
Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up.
And it's played forward. Irankunda. That is good strength, done delicately.
Australia really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Gets into some space. Australia cannot afford for this to peter out. There just isn't time left. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Irankunda. That's tidy. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. It will be. Ambitious ball here. That has been knocked clear. Oh, it's come loose. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Australia perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Australia were brave in standing up to much-fancied opponents, and this can be a real source of confidence. And
There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I would have to say the Nigerian striker, Victor Osimhen. I think he's someone who can be a target man and a poacher all in one, Peter. I think he's very good with his back to goal. He has a lovely first touch. And at the same time, he's got the pace to run behind defensive lines. And it's very difficult to see any weaknesses in his game. The complete package.
Okay, interesting. Ndidi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Iwobi. Osei Samuel. That has been knocked clear. Back into the middle. And they can counter here.
Bassi. Ndidi.
Now it's Osimhen. Osimhen played out towards the right wing. Chukwueze! Gets good distance on it. Oh, surely that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Cleared away.
Irankunda.
Hit into the middle. Tries to get it clear.
Iwobi.
Out to the left it goes.
Wins the duel this time.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
And it's Osei Samuel.
Nice control.
Chukwueze.
And the shot!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Moved on forwards. Irankunda. Iwobi does really well to win the ball there. Ndidi. Caresses it through. Chukwueze. Osei Samuel. Oh, he's found support out wide. That's tidy. And it's Iwobi. Shapes to shoot!
Nigeria really aren't messing about here, are they? The way they've started with such great intensity.
Tries a deft little ball. Cuts out the pass. And Ndidi really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Showing good feet. Ndidi. That's really well manoeuvred. Osimhen. He's in, surely! Deftly away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And it's Osei Samuel.
That's good play. Iwobi, oh, good spread. Ndidi. This looks... Osimhen! Iwobi. There's the shot! Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. He's had a crack. Oh, it's a beauty! About as smooth as it gets. Oh, that is a bit special. Nigeria have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Irankunda chasing after it. Bassi. Australia are one down despite having the better chances here. Osei Samuel. And it's played forward. Defending of the desperate variety. And he's managed to get free. Irankunda. tries to cross. Cleared away. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now it's Osimhen. That is a great pick out. He has found the way through.
And it's Ndidi.
Ndidi out to the right. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Iwobi. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Aim forwards. That's really well manoeuvred. Big chance! Decent enough try.
I don't need to tell you he got underneath it, and there's only one place it can go.
Ndidi can get it clear. And the shot! Bassi tries to clear. He's got to be in here! And he shoots! And into the grateful arms of the keeper. That has been knocked clear. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Played out to the right. Chance! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
They've played it short. Oh, sweet feet. And it's hoisted clear. Irankunda. He is just caressing the ball. Goes down, but nothing given.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Irankunda. That's very neat. Out to the right. Good ball. He's had a shot! Oh, another save.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
And it's been taken short. Oh, shooting chance! Same again, same outcome. Now it's Osimhen. Calmly anticipates. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Osai Samuel. Iwobi. Bassi. Ndidi. That's been drilled forward. And that is as far as they're going to go. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And he's surging through. Oh, good spread. Delivered in. No, that's overhit. Ball's being played in here nice and early.
Yeah, that'll be a test for that defence, but I'd like my players to keep mixing it up if I was in that position, you know, and not become predictable. They've got to avoid that.
Aim forwards. Osai Samuel gets over and intercepts. Erankunda. Australia, time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Chukwueze. Great defending, strong and determined. Moved on forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now that's well seen too. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And he is going into that little black book. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Clears it away. Does really well to win the ball there. Thinks one through. Oh, that's clever. And he's heaved it away. Danger averted for now. Irankunda. He's found a way through. Irankunda's... Oh, smashing header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Wins the duel this time. Lofted upfield. There's the whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And the action is back on the way.
Australia can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now it's Osimhen. And it's Iwobi. Oh, played through for the wide man.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Iwobi. Ndidi. Chukwueze. Osai Samuel. Osai Samuel. Nicely shaped cross. Brilliantly cut out.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Osimhen. And it's Iwobi. Ndidi. And here's on the finish! And he's there to clear it. Ndidi. Chukwueze. Iwobi. Chukwueze. Oh, that's neat. Osai Samuel's cross. And that's been well dealt with. Iwobi. And he's well positioned here. He can get that clear. Iwobi. Ndidi. Played out to the right. Irankunda.
Irankunda stood his ground strongly. Iwobi. Osimhen. Ndidi.
And it's played forward.
Bassi.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Played into space out wide.
Ndidi. Clears it away.
Still chasing the game, trailing by 1.
Irankunda.
No way through, so back it comes. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Going for goal! Oh, off the bar! Defending of the desperate variety.
Ndidi. Bassi.
Aim forwards. And that's really well manoeuvred. Out to the right.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
And he's away.
And it's made its way to him. Chukwueze.
Oh, such a clever touch. Moved on forwards. And it's played forward.
Irankunda tries to dink it through.
It's a mighty effort! No, couldn't quite control it.
Nigeria, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Can he latch on to this?
Chukwueze. That is a brilliant interception.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Done delicately.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Bassi.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances. Osimhen really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Irankunda.
Oh, this is a great position. And that was very necessary.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn. comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
Yeah, a diving header is always a pleasurable sight, and that was just about perfect.
Australia grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, that certainly raised the temperature in here, and both sides are looking to up their game accordingly.
Now the ball in. And he's there to get it away. And here's Osimhen, and a chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Chance here to counter. Chukwueze is fouled.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's having a go. Oh, that's fabulous! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they've got their lead back. That was beautiful. Something close to genius. Nigeria take the lead. Osei Samuel. Oh, it's come loose. Ndidi. And back to the keeper they go. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Osimhen. Osimhen spread out to the left. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Chukwueze. Chukwueze! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It will be. Ryan, long ball by the goalkeeper. Osei Samuel, aim forwards. And he's cut it out. That's going to go a long way. Ball's gone out of play. And it's Ndidi. Now who's going to be first to this?
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Moved on forwards. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. And it's played forward. Erankunda. Burgess. And that's really well manoeuvred. That's a good run down the left.
Nigeria clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Proves too strong.
Australia really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Burgess. Aim forwards. Oh, played through for the wide man. And that has been knocked clear.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Turns and goes back. Over to the left.
Australia really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it. Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Iwobi, that's an imaginative pass. And he thumps it clear. They've played it short. Osei Samuel's cross. Played back in. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Referee has just said play on.
Erankunda.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually...
And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And that's going to be a booking. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Burgess. Moved on forwards. Played out to the right.
Erankunda.
Nice physical challenge. Whistle's gone, that's foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Tempers are flaring. The referee really needs to get a grip again. Tries to get it clear. Chooses to go back. Final seconds, this has to be it. It's anyone's ball now.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here. They're playing as if time is on their side when it's fast running out. They've got to quicken this up.
Erankunda.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now. And it's played forward.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Burgess.
Iwobi. Ndidi. Chukwueze. Osai Samuel. Osai Samuel's cross. Time added on will be 2 minutes. It is now on. Applies the finish! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's been taken short. And the cross comes in. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And that is that. Australia were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways. But in the end, they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Australia can be quite proud of themselves despite the result, and I'm pleased to listen to the applause they're receiving for a gutsy show.
And that gets things running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I would have to say the Nigerian striker, Victor Osimhen. I think he's someone who can be a target man and a poacher all in one, Peter. I think he's very good with his back to goal.
He's having a shot! Oh, it just wouldn't sit for him.
That's unlucky. The idea was really smart for me, and he's had a good go at it.
That has been knocked clear. Iwobi. Lobbed in behind. And that pass just didn't quite work. Osai Samuel. Ndidi. Osai Samuel. Ndidi. That's an imaginative pass. Chance to shoot! Moved on forwards. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Ndidi. Chukwueze. Muscular approach does pay off here. Nigeria have a free kick. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
He's trying his best to keep it in play here. And he's there to clear it. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's hoisted clear. And that has been cleared. Could move up a gear here. And he's managed to get free. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance already. Bassi attempts a clearance. Chukwueze. And back to the keeper they go. Ndidi. Bassi, gently done. And it's played forward. Burgess. Now it's Osimhen. And Nigeria can counter. Chukwueze! He's got away with one there.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Osai Samuel. Ndidi. That's really well manoeuvred. Burgess. Aim forwards. Chukwueze. Does really well to win the ball there. Erankunda.
Well, it's very much the start we expected. There is a sizable gulf in quality between the two sides.
And they've got a throw. Nigeria opting for a change of tack here, I think, Jim.
Yeah, but it's an approach that can work very well if you've got the players who have the right movement in the box. You know, when they're coming in from wide positions, you just want that instinct to take over.
Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Short changes him with that pass. Moved on forwards. And it's played forward. Osai Samuel could try cutting inside here. Cuts out the pass. Bassi, and the keeper's got it again. That's really well manoeuvred. Osai Samuel shifted upfield. Clearly not happy with that. Australia, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Oh, good spread. Back into the middle. Tries to get it clear. Decent chance! Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's gone direct. Can he finish? Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's Osai Samuel. He's going to be disappointed with that.
It is a corner. They've played it short. Showing good feet. Cross goes in there. That's going to go a long way.
Bassi. Iwobi. Over to the left. Moved on forwards. And it's played forward. Floated through. Chance! He's delivered all right! And Australia are in front. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Australia have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Australia are enjoying this surprise lead. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Burgess. Irankunda is onto it in a flash. That's tidy. Chukwueze forwards and with intent. Oh, they could break here. Osimhen shifted upfield. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's there to clear it. Aim forwards. That's really well manoeuvred. Wins the duel this time. A probing pass. Oh, he's been flattened there. Bassi. Iwobi. The pass has gone astray. Irankunda. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Played out to the right. It's a good run down the left-hand side.
Nice touch. And here's Iwobi. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Aim forwards, and nicely intercepted. Erankunda. Burgess. Moved on forwards. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Osimhen. Now it's Chukwueze. Ndidi. Oh, it's come loose. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Australia heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Now here's... Up he goes! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Burgess. Osimhen. Now it's Chukwueze. That's very neat. And here's Chukwueze. Oh, whistle's gone, now then. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. A formality, we're level. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, credit to the keeper. He read it, but succumbed to the placement.
Nigeria grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, something tells me there'll be a few more twists and turns before it's all over, Peter.
That is lovely. Hangs one in. Cleared away. Iwobi. Out to the right. That's a cute ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Iwobi. And it's played forward. Great defending, strong and determined. Moved on forwards. Erankunda.
Bassi. Iwobi. And that's really well manoeuvred. Played back in. Osimhen. Bassi. Aim forwards. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. Nigeria get the second half started. Does really well to win the ball there. Irankunda. Now that's well seen too. Ndidi. And it's Iwobi. Ndidi. Lovely bit of skill. Gets into some space. Nicely shaped cross. Oh, good spread. Ndidi. Iwobi. Iwobi. That is good strength. This is promising. Iwobi! That comes as a mighty relief. Ndidi. Osai Samuel. Iwobi. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. And that has been cleared. And it's Iwobi. Caresses it through. That's really well manoeuvred. Burgess. Moved on forwards. Chukwueze! Same again, same outcome.
Nigeria really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Bassi. Has a quick glance. And here's Chukwueze. Receives Osimhen! A real chance and a real let-off.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
Bassi. Iwobi. And here's Osimhen. Out to the left it goes. He's got away. Clears it away. Irankunda. Oh, a delicate chip through. And he's there to clear it. Osei Samuel. And it's played forward. Ndidi. Osei Samuel forwards and with intent. That's really well manoeuvred. Great chance!
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Osei Samuel. Nigeria getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Chukwueze. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Aim forwards. Ndidi. Osei Samuel. Chukwueze. Chukwueze, gently done. Burgess. Irankunda. Danger averted for now. Spread out to the left. Serves up across. And that's the keeper's ball. Moved on forwards. And that's been won straight back. Over to the left. Oh, he's in! And again! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Bassi. Aim forwards. And back to the goalkeeper. Irankunda. Thinks one through. Played into space out wide. Osei Samuel is there, and he can get that clear. It's a throw-in. Osei Samuel. Gets a good foot in there. Goes for a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Irankunda really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Chukwueze. Now then, the ball's come loose. Very nicely done. Ndidi. Iwobi. He's on it. Can he get away? Osimhen! Great effort, but no way through. Bassi. And it's played forward. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Ndidi, just about up to 75 minutes. Chukwueze. Shot a goal! And he comes up trumps again. And it's been taken short. Has crossed into the middle. Firmly met. Referee's given a throw. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. And it's Osei Samuel. Wins the duel this time. And he has been fouled there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. But that is good defending. It's been repelled. And here's Chukwueze. And he's there to get it away. Osei Samuel did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. He is through here. And he decides, climbs up big. Cleared without complication.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Iwobi.
It's run loose here. Chukwueze knocks it out wide. That's good play. And here's Osimhen. Osimhen! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Oh, terrible pass. Oh, super find. Chance! Oh, taken with style. And they're back in front. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
It's a mighty effort! He can get that clear. Chukwueze. And that was very necessary.
Nigeria simply cannot let their heads drop. They need their big characters now to keep them going.
Burgess. Out to the left it goes. Bassi. Iwobi. And here's Osimhen. Iwobi!
Nigeria really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Irankunda.
Australia clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Nigeria really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Great defending, strong and determined. A famous win, all but confirmed. They just need to hold on for a few more minutes. Aim forwards. Strong running down that left flank. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Iwobi. Lookman.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Iwobi. Spread out to the left. Iwobi. Iwobi! Oh, that is rather wayward. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Osei Samuel. Moved on forwards. Played out to the right. Tries a shot! 2 minutes to be added on. Chukwueze. Osimhen. Oh, good spread. And it's Osei Samuel. And here's Osimhen. Osimhen! And that has been clubbed away. And a shot! Oh, it's come loose. A reprieve. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Australia can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, I had a feeling this could happen, Peter, after seeing the first few minutes of the game. They just looked fresher, more intent, more committed in key areas, and that was more than enough to make up the difference in quality.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So that's got things underway. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I would have to say Victor Osimhen, Peter. Africa has always produced some outstanding striking talents, and this is the man I see as the latest in that line. He's fast, he's powerful, he's very athletic, and he looks the perfect man if you want to hit on the counter-attack.
Okay, interesting. That's really well manoeuvred. Osimhen. Purring through the gears. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. And that was very necessary. Aim forwards. Osei Samuel. Ndidi. Bassi. Iwobi. And it's played forward. Nigeria have a free kick. Played in. Climbs up big! Kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Osimhen is offering a right smile there.
They've played it short. Cross goes in there. Moved on forwards. Irankunda. Bassi. Iwobi. Aim forwards. And here's Osimhen. Chukwueze. Tries a shot! Goal! And Nigeria are ahead.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Nigeria make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Irankunda. Burgess. Osai Samuel. Iwobi. Ndidi. Chukwueze. Now it's Osimhen. Back into the middle. Ndidi. Bassi. Moved on forwards. And it's played forward. That's really well manoeuvred. And the shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Irankunda. And it's played in here. Oh, what a climb! He will be livid with himself. Chukwueze, crossed into the bullish header! Denied by an instinctive save.
Osimhen really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Ndidi. Moved on forwards. Out to the left it goes. Australia suffering an early setback and looking to reel it back in.
Look, they've simply been punished for a sleepy start. Time for that wake-up call.
Chukwueze. Iwobi. Australia already trailing and we've barely begun. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, easy pickings there. Burgess. Aim forwards. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And it's Osai Samuel. Ball's being played in here nice and early.
Yeah, that'll be a test for that defence, but I'd like my players to keep mixing it up if I was in that position, you know, and not become predictable. They've got to avoid that.
And here's Osimhen. Played out to the right. Osai Samuel, and he's gone backward here. Does really well to win the ball there. Australia keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. Burgess. Looks to the other side. Irankunda is onto it in a flash.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And here's Osimhen. Chukwueze. Didi. Iwobi. And Didi. So who's he picking out? And he'll shoot here! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Didi. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. And it's played forward. Osimhen. And here's Chukwueze. Dinks one through. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Clearly not happy with that. Iwobi. Osei Samuel. Ndidi. Osei Samuel. Up towards the front line. Osimhen! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. It's in. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Ryan, and he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Nigeria are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Irankunda. Charging forward, the ball at his feet. Cross in, looks like a good one. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Ndidi forwards and with intent. He came in hard, very hard. That's really well manoeuvred. Played out wide. Irankunda. Lovely bit of skill. Moved on forwards. Osei Samuel. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's Osei Samuel. Osei Samuel. Ndidi. Osei Samuel.